Hi, I'm Nikita.
And I'm Jabri, and you're listening to Be to Have, a podcast about our personal journey that led us to create who we want to be, do things from that place of being to have what we want and need.
Thank you all for joining us as we explore several different love and fear based concepts and the experiences we draw to ourselves because of those powerful energies. So, for today's show, we have a special guest, and we'll be discussing self love and all things self love. But before we jump into the topic, I'm just going to touch on any highlights from our weeks and from my week, and Jabri and Seb will do the same. And then we'll start with the topic. So, my week was really dope, actually. So, I actually went to a swingers club last night by
Oh wow.
myself,
That's
and
dope.
it was really interesting. It was actually a whole vibe. Like I had the most fun. Like it was like one of the bombest times that I've had like all year.
Oh, that's
So
your first
as
time ever going?
No, I actually went a few years ago, and
Mm.
about 20 minutes in, I was chickened out and I ran like out of there, like for sure, like was running fast as fuck. But yeah, so I was like wanted to do
She said
I was
um,
fast.
wanting to do something yesterday. I didn't want to go to like the same old bars that I normally go to. So I was like, let me check this swingers club back out. And I didn't know that I was gonna like go to the one that I went to before, but it just so happened I did, which was cool because it's not that far from me. But I know on the drive there, uh, are your thoughts and your mind two different entities, Cedric?
so the mind is what you have to use to engage with your thoughts. So that's
Okay,
what the
so
conversation.
my
Yeah.
my thoughts in my mind were like battling and duking it out the whole way there because my thoughts was like, are you sure you want to do this? You fucking crazy. And my mom was like, girl, just go with it. Like it'll be fun.
Now
And
I'm
I
hating because
actually,
I wish you would have called me because I would have
I,
went.
I what? You would
Yeah,
have went?
girl. Hell
Girl,
yeah. I
I
used to
had
go
a
all the
bomb. Like
time.
it was a whole vibe. Like I met so many cool ass people.
I know.
Like I fucking like they were very welcoming and inviting, and everybody was fucking chill. And I can remember when I got there, when I first got there, I was just sitting at the bar, just kind of like checking out the scenery or whatever. And the first guy to talk to me was like this older white man. So we were like chopping it up, and he invited me back to like his little section. It was like, I got drinks. Let me, you can come and make you a drink or whatever, because it's like BYOB. And so I was sitting there and I was talking to him, and then I've been hearing from Cedric and Robin all week that your life is a mirror. It's like a reflection of like your internal thoughts and reality or whatever. So I was like, okay, every time I go to the fucking club, I always find the most oldest person to fucking talk and have philosophical ass conversations with. And I don't want to do that shit no more. Like, so I got out on the dance floor and I fucking danced all night. I was fucking felt it today because I was asleep until about 5 o'clock. Like for real, I was wiped out. But it was a whole vibe, met some bomb ass people. Will definitely go back. Other than that, just been chilling. I finally had an epiphany yesterday after talking to Ted, because I've been saying that this different version of myself is starting to emerge. And we were talking, and I found out that this different version is like, the feeling aspect of myself, because as you know, like I checked out of my life emotionally, like during like, probably starting in high school. And so like, this different version of myself is starting to glimpse and peek. And it's a little scary. But yeah, that's who she is. It's all about feeling. So that's been my week for the most part. How about you, Jabri?
So that was just a day. That was just yesterday. But okay.
Ah,
That was a highlight of my week during the work week. Like I didn't do shit. I just worked, took the kids to like practice and shit, and brought my ass back home.
That's dope. That's dope. So, my week was real chill too. I've been like really, really putting into practice the whole like instead of boundaries, actually having choices. So,
So
yeah, that's been like a very, very real thing in my life. this week, choosing, making different choices and choosing different, and then just preparing for my puppy, like
Teddy.
just straight up preparing for him. And I'm like, okay. I mean, like, it just kind of fell in my lap. We were actually supposed to get her, not him. We were supposed to get her towards the end of this month, first part of June. But yeah, so this Facebook group that I'm on, I was gonna patronize this lady to clean my house, and I did. And I reached out to her last week. We scheduled for her to come on, I think Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. And like Wednesday rolls around, and she's past time. And so she tells me, I'm saying, oh my God, my babysitter, she not gonna answer the phone, blah, 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 blah. I'm calling E. And so I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but, anyway, long story short, she ends up like saying that her mom was gonna watch, her backup babysitter was gonna watch the baby, but couldn't due to her MS disorder and some more stuff. And that ran me hot. And so I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to put you on block and delete, and I'm going to deal with this, you know what I'm saying, when I actually have like the time and the energy to deal with it.
Damn.
So, yeah. So, I stopped talking to, just blocked and deleted her or whatever. And then, I ended up reaching out to the breeder because Pooh, you know what I'm saying, the night before was tripping about, I don't want a red dog and I don't want a girl and all this. So I reached out to the breeder. And she was like, yeah, I actually have, the color and the male, you know what I'm saying, like that you want now. And, he'll be ready this weekend. And so that's how, you know what I'm saying, we ended up getting him this weekend. So that just kind of worked out. And then, a ghost of person that I used to talk to past randomly sent me a Mother's Day gift. And it was some Gucci flip-flops. So I was like, okay. Yeah, something that I wouldn't wear, but I was like, yeah, that's actually kind of nice. So that was my week.
Nice. That's an unexpected surprise.
But Teddy's for sure to highlight.
For sure.
Cool.
How about you, Seb?
So I guess for me, just really paying more attention to detail. Just really not wanting my days to pass me by so quickly and get through them. So whatever those days have, just embracing just all of it. And like you were talking on, was that Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just embracing, the human experience, because we were so eagerly wanting to like pass by stuff so quickly and just kind of get past stuff. So just kind of absorbing, my week, man. And I kind of like to remember, when I lay down what I did that day in detail if I can. But yeah, just paying attention to detail.
Being present.
That's
man. What it sounds like.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
I can dig it. All right. So we can jump into the topic. The first question I want to ask you, Seth, is what intention did you set for coming on the show? If you set an intention at all for coming on the show, or if you set an intention at all, like, at the start of your day?
Always my intention every day is what I just talked about, just always been present. And my intention for the show was for us all to be present, because I'm speaking to two miracles right now. And if you pay attention, there's always something to learn. So I don't want to be anywhere else in the world right now, but right here with you guys. So that's my intention.
I can dig it. Dig it. I love that. And that kind of like, plays right into like the week that the intentional week that you've been having. So I think that's dope that, you were able to align, your intentions for the week with, everything that you're doing. Cause I'm pretty sure that wasn't just the intention for this show. I'm pretty sure that was probably your intention for everything that you've done today and everything that you've done all week. So I think that that's pretty dope. I like
Yeah,
that.
and definitely admirable. At times, like I actually intentionally try not to be present.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, like it can be overwhelming a little bit, and I mean, like
absolutely.
Nikita knows when she checks out, and I know when I checked out and checked back in my life. But yeah, being present sometimes can definitely be a little bit overwhelming. But yeah,
That shit
this
is
week,
hard.
not to me.
It's hard to me.
It's hard.
What's that?
Yeah.
When I started intentionally being present,
Hmm.
like I didn't realize how much I kind of check out, like in conversation, like at work, like I'll be in la la land, like, and when
Yeah.
I did, like, consciously attempt to be present or consciously aware, like, okay, now I want to be present, and it was really hard to sit there and like be present and just focus on the now and what's going on
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
phone, it's right next to me, and I'm like, okay, you talking, and the text message pop up, and then now I'm in a text message, and from the text message, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
It's
no.
hard. I'm glad it comes easy for you, Jabri, but that shit is hard for me.
Yeah, but I mean, I think too, and I don't want to say too long on the topic, but I think too, the pendulum always swings because like I was kind of like overly checked in. Like I would hang on to every
Mm,
last thing, every last word, every
mm.
last experience, and remember when, and I was wearing this, and you was wearing that. So like, I would be a little too, to me, a little too present, and not really checked in with myself, so to speak. Like I would
Can
be
you go
What's
ahead?
up?
Sorry.
good.
I was just gonna say, can you actually be too present? Is that a thing?
I was listening to her, and to me, it sounds like, I mean, when you're present, you're really not thinking anything. You're just being in the moment. So if you're thinking, that means that your mind has traveled somewhere. That means that you've either gone to your past, which means you're remembering something, or you're in your future, which means that you're imagining something.
Oh, no, no, no.
Something.
What I'm saying is like I would have conversations after, like an experience, right? And I would remember everything because I would be like hyper focused and being present, and
Yeah. If you're remembering, then again, that's not being present.
got you.
Are you following me? So
Uh-huh.
to remember means that you have to go get it.
Mhm.
I think that's just a matter of, you know, like you said. I mean, that's something that you had to get past. But yeah, being present is always in the now. It's never anything in the past. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess when I struggle with like being present, um, especially like in relation to like other people, like when I'm like conversing or, just trying to focus on something that doesn't really spark my interest,
Uh-huh.
that's when I check out. Like any advice,
No,
like how I can
I don't have
stay,
any because I boof too,
you know,
man. So I actually have a word. It's called boof. I boof. When you see me staring out in space
You
and
just like,
I'm like, yeah, just like that. You got that shit down. That's
oh yeah, I do,
exactly what
because
I
I
do.
look through
Yeah,
people. I be like,
yeah, yeah. So no. I mean, because it's energy to try to focus somewhere that you don't want to be.
mm,
When it's just flowing, you're not you you're not an actor. Most people spend their days or their day acting. And so that takes a lot of energy to act instead of just being yourself, right?
mm.
So when you settle into your body and you're just being yourself, then there's no need to look through people. You just tell them, hey, I appreciate it, but I'm just not into this conversation. And just being transparent, to
I like
yourself
that.
and
I like
to
that.
yourself, yeah.
Before we get started though on the topic, because when I was talking about my week,
Yeah.
and I was saying that this new energy and this new like being that's like emerging from me is
Mm-hmm.
like about feeling. And I didn't realize